In this video, I'm going to walk through a simple Loom outreach strategy that has helped multiple of our clients close deals that are worth $1 million or more, either in upfront or lifetime value. I'm going to walk you through the full system step by step, from the exact email copy that we use to the exact Loom video structure and how we follow up and nurture leads towards a close. Some truths that need to be laid out here. High ticket deals require a lot of trust, and cold outbound is inherently low trust. Okay, so you're trying to sell something that requires a large commitment from somebody else. In order to make a large commitment, they need to have a large amount of trust in you. So we have to build a system that generates a large amount of trust, starting from a very low starting point, which is cold outbound. The other thing is cold outbound is top of funnel, and you have to treat it as top of funnel if you're trying to close high ticket deals. The goal of the outbound is to build trust and then maneuver the prospect into a nurture sequence that then moves them into a sales process. So it's going to be a larger system than your typical outbound process, because we need to build even more trust before we can ask for anything. There are a few different approaches to selling high ticket products through cold outbound. There is having a heavily segmented list that specifically talks to pain points. And this is something that some people specialize in. There's building trust through videos, which is our specialty. And then the other thing that lots of people do is you sell a lower ticket thing and then you upsell it into your high ticket thing. I would say this is probably the most common and is a very good way to do this. And I'm going to talk about a client of ours that's doing this currently. In this video, I'm going to break down the Loom strategy that works well for landing high ticket deals, because Loom or watching a video inherently starts to build that trust. So here's an overview of the system. You essentially send them a two-step email sequence. You can do multiple, but for argument's sake, and you ask them, hey, do you mind if I send over a Loom video? You then send them a Loom video. Some people will also check you out online before replying or asking any questions. You then also add the prospect on LinkedIn. You send the video on LinkedIn if they accept your connection request, and then you maneuver the prospects to get them on the phone through either follow-ups, or you can send them a text, give them a call, that sort of thing. So the system itself has to build trust, and we've put the crux of the system here as being that Loom video, and then the next crux is going to be that discovery call. But the system is built around building them a Loom video that builds that trust. So here is some email copy that we have used that has resulted in $1 million deals. And you're going to see that it's like way simpler than you thought. And people are typically rather shocked at how simple it is, but it will make sense, right? So simple ask. You want to ask if you can send over a quick video explainer. That's going to be the call to action. A very soft, simple ask. You want it to be curious with a real simple ask. The goal is not to sell them, but for them to be receptive to a video where you then start to build trust. So this is an example for a client of ours who does large scale events, like $1 million events, multi-million dollar events. Think your Apple, your Google, your Netflix event where, they have thousands of people there and they showcase their new products, that sort of thing. So this is the email. Hey, first name, we have a tool that allows you to pre-visualize large scale events, kind of like a video game. Mind if I send over a quick 2-minute video explainer? Okay. Why? We're not going to be able to convince them that we're the best in the world at this in the email copy. Don't try and sell them on that idea in the email copy. Provide something that is curious, easy to say yes to, and then in the video, you can start to sell them on this. And when the deals are so high, then you will make more of an effort with the video, and you can say like, hey, John, thank you so much for getting back to me. We did the Microsoft event last year, and one of the issues that we ran into that it was da-da-da-da-da. So I see that you guys, did a 2,000 person event last month, or I see that you guys are an agency and you've worked with Apple on their events, so maybe this could be useful for you guys, right? You can start to build that trust, authority, rapport, genuine relationships within the industry, and you have something of value to them, and then it's easy to start pushing them into calls, and then from there you can start to build genuine trust and rapport. It's not like it just happens from your email. You make an effort to build genuine trust and rapport, and sending them over a video is a good way to portray this early so that you can start down that lead nurture process. And like for them, they don't mind if the deal doesn't close for 12 months. Like it doesn't matter, 2 years, 3 years. They want to build relationships within the industry because those relationships are worth a lot of money. Okay. Another example, hey, first name, I have an idea on how you connect with real estate developers looking for solar solutions. Mind if I send over a quick 2-minute video explainer? Another example, I have a buyer looking for an HVAC company in Denver. Mind if I send over a quick 2-minute video explainer? So again, smaller asks with something curious. If you're emailing the right person where you have something of value for them, then you can portray that value in the video, and then you can move them to more lead nurture, and then from the lead nurture you can move them into a sales process. So what we've found is people will either ask questions or they'll say yes. Those are kind of the two results that we get. Someone's going to be like, how much they're looking for, or my thing's worth $10 million, or whatever it is. For either of those, you're going to make the effort to make a Loom video. Okay? For either saying yes or asking a question. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Loom video itself. So a video that you make for a prospect can do a really good job of moving the sale forward and building trust. This is because they hear your voice, they see your face, your tone. This is probably going to be the most important thing, is your tone builds the trust. Your tone builds the trust. Work on being able to send a video to someone where you can say things in a way that build trust. If I'm speaking like this, I seem soft and genuine. I seem like I am being open and I have something of value and I really do want to convey my point. I'm not just stepping through the motions. I'm really thinking about what I'm saying, and I'm trying to convince someone that is skeptical that you're someone that can be trusted. Okay? They're going to be inherently skeptical. So work on that tone, and that just comes with practice, and honestly, it just comes with a lot of reps. We have lots of clients that we work with. We get them to make a video. The number one bit of feedback that I have to give them is like, hey, can you please reshoot this just with a bit more practice, because it sounds really robotic, and when it sounds robotic, you feel desperate. They can feel that, oh, they're trying to get something out of me. We don't want that feeling. We want it to feel genuine. Okay? You can use words that show that you know what you're talking about. You can pull up live results, case studies data. And this is a big one. So you can say like, hey, I was just on your site. I noticed you did this. We've got some connection. My wife went to school in that area. You can start building genuine connections because you can do a bit of research, right? Make them a Loom video that shows you're a trustworthy person in the industry. This is super important. You want them to want you as a connection and to be part of their network, even if they don't want to buy your thing, right? You want to be like, yeah, I want to be connected with this person. I don't know what's going to happen down the line, but you want them to feel like they want to be part of your network, kind of regardless of what happens. Do a bit of research, make the effort. If you're trying to land $1 million deals, then you will know what is valuable. You're only getting to the point where you've got something to sell, or you can make millions of dollars per lead if you genuinely understand the market to a very deep level. So I'm not going to go and tell you what to put in these videos. You know what to put in these videos because you understand the market to a very deep level. Otherwise, you're not going to be trying to sell $1 million things over cold email. The length, I would say minimum 90 seconds. You can make it as long as you want, but I would say 6 minutes. Between 90 seconds and 6 minutes is kind of the sweet spot of like, they'll watch it and they'll engage with it without tuning out. 4 minutes, perfect, something along those lines. Don't try and automate this. This is just a big thing. We've got lots of videos on automating outbound. We don't recommend automating outbound when you're trying to sell $1 million things. I would say you can automate the outreach, so this part, but then if they say yes, they do want a video, you're going to make them handcrafted, make them amazing. Don't automate this. Build trust, make the effort. At the end of the video, propose 2 times for a call. Depending on the industry, you can say, if I don't hear from you, I'll give you a quick call at 2 p.m. on Thursday. So this is a bit of a trick or a tip that I recommend. And you know your industry as well. You know what's appropriate. You know where you are in the world. So sales tactics are different depending on where you are. But you can get to the end of your spiel or your your thing and say like, I would really love to connect. Do you have some time on Thursday at 2 p.m.? Or we could do next week, Monday at 4 p.m. your time, Eastern. However, if I don't hear from you, I'm just going to put something in the calendar for Thursday this week. Just let me know if you don't want to call, like either at all or this week. But I'm just going to put something in the calendar because my week's filling out and I do really want to have a quick chat with you. You can say that, and then you're giving yourself permission to give them a call at that time. All right. Depends on the industry. Do what feels good. If you're selling $1 million things, you'll know what feels good. Do what feels good there. Add the prospect on LinkedIn. Super easy way to just continue to build these connections. In some industries, this will be an easy upgrade to the workflow. You want to add touch points, which build long-term connection. If they accept your connection, then you can send them this video that you've made, but just send it to them on LinkedIn. What they find about you online. So, as I was talking about here, many prospects, majority of prospects will do some research on you before saying yes to a video, right? Even though it's a low ask. So just make sure what they say, find about you online, is part of the funnel. So like, for example, if someone looked me up, Helani Taylor, carrots on sticks, they're going to find this, and then eventually they're going to find the website. So this is what they're going to find. They're going to find my LinkedIn. They're going to find some success stories using PitchLane. They're going to find welcome to this the YouTube channel. They're going to find the website. So it all kind of ties into me being an authority with at least what I'm emailing them about. So just do a quick check, your name plus the company name. If that's going to be what is in your email signature when you're emailing out, then that is what you should look up. You want them to look you up online and then come back and be excited about getting a video from you. That's the goal. You don't want them to come back and be skeptical. You want them to be excited. You do that through success stories, social proof. You also can do that through external validation. What that means is like YouTube is good because these views are other people saying that my time is valuable, not me saying my time is valuable. These are good as well because they're other people, talking and saying good, nice things about us. Google reviews are good as well because there are other people saying nice things about you. Whereas like if you've got case studies that you have curated, people trust that a lot less. Okay. So you want other people saying good things about you. That tends to build more trust than you saying good things about yourself, if that makes sense. If you work for a larger company, there will be a larger digital footprint. It's just how it is. If you do not, then these are probably where I'd say spend time. LinkedIn content, YouTube content, website with video case studies where they see you. So like on here is Daniel and me doing them, Daniel, me. Right? So they see me, they see my face. So that starts to build trust. Ideally, you have externally validated social proof and content, e.g. a YouTube channel with 10k subs and videos and views on each video is externally validated, hard to fake, okay? Lots of people fake the reviews and stuff on their site, so externally validated sources are good. Some final other notes. For everyone that doesn't reply to your initial outreach, just email them in 2 months. So build a big enough list that you can cycle through it. Meaning that if there is, in my opinion, if there's 40,000 people that you can help, and an optimized system will send 20,000 to them month 1, 20,000 emails month 1, 20,000 emails month 2, go back to the month 1, go back to the month 2, go back to month 1, go back to month 2. You're not going to remember an email that you got 2 months ago, especially if you don't reply. You're just not. You want sales momentum, e.g. making multiple Loom videos a day. Send enough volume to do this, which is likely going to be sending 1,000 emails a day or more. Okay. It's hard to crack the tone and what to say if you're sending like 2 Loom videos a week. It's a lot easier if you're sending like 2 or 3 a day. Okay. Over time, you'll get a feel for how to make better and better Loom videos. The Loom share button may also be a thing, so test that out. So don't quote me on this, but in the past, it definitely was a thing where you could go to Loom, you could make a video, you click share, and then you could put in the email address, and it would get shared to them from Loom, and it'd say something like, Hawani shared a Loom video with you. So you can layer that on top of what you're doing. They then cancelled it because people were abusing it, and now it seems to be back. Have a look, see if you can test it out for yourself. If you are a B2B business and you want to see if personalized video outreach will work well for you, you can book in a call with somebody in my team by clicking the link below this video. If you want to see our entire system, then there should be a 90-minute video on screen now where you can check that out. I'll see you there. Peace.